Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Friday's Quickie Technique and Tips videos. I'm super excited. Can you even stand it? I know, you're shocked. But today's tip is super awesome and it comes from a really cool place, and that is the catalog. This is the holiday catalog, and if you look on page 44, there's a little bubble there and it says make a stencil with the leaflet framelits dies. Hello, of course we should be doing that. We've got tons of framelits that we've got. Why not make some stencils with them as well? So what I did is, here are the framelits. This is the leaflet set. These are actually in the big catalog, but they coordinate with the lighthearted leaves set, which is found in this catalog, the holiday catalog. And here is the gorgeous card that I made. If I can just say, I'm sorry, it's pretty. I like it. Let me show you how I did it. Very simple. I stamped and embossed one of the leaf images in white powder, so Versamark ink and white powder on a very vanilla piece of cardstock. I'm going to take the stencil that I cut using our vellum cardstock. It is great because you can see right through and you can tell where you're placing it. You can see the background of your card and everything. I'm going to start with some ink. This is Delightful Dijon. A tip about sponging, I'm going to stamp off that first bit of ink so that what I have left is a little bit less harsh and not quite so dark. I go lightest to darkest whenever I'm sponging, so I'll start with the lightest color, moving on to Cajun Craze. Stamp that first bit of ink off, and then I'll color in some Cajun Craze in a few spots. And then finally, I'm going to finish up with some rich raspberry. Again, dab that off. Get some pretty rich raspberry in a few spots on here. And I think that's good. Are you ready? Here we go. Voila! I think this looks amazing. You can also take a tissue and wipe that off, which I'll grab. And then your embossing resists through that a little better even. Okay, now what I did with this, and what makes this a really amazing project, is this is the trifecta. It uses all the tips that I've done so far. And the first one was the spritzing of the marker. The second one was last week's Framelit frames. And then this week is the stencil. I'm really kind of proud of my little self for this. Granted, Stampin' Up! Came with the tip, up with the tip. I like to think what I came up with is pretty cool. So it started with this one. Kind of plain and boring. I next made this card. I like it a little better, but it didn't quite have that pop. So then I finished up with this card. We made this in my club, and I just love how beautiful it is. Super easy, just a gorgeous card with different colors of fall leaves. Today I worked a little more because I just was not done with this technique, and I came up with this card, and then I think this one right here is my favorite because the colors are so gorgeous. This coordinates with something I did earlier this week. Then I made this one, which is kind of like the one I showed you. And then finally I decided, you know, we've got more than just leaf framelits. This is a set of framelits that goes with Project Life products in our catalog. And of course, there's tons more. Punches would work great as well. So get yourself out your framelits, get some vellum cardstock, and if you need any of those supplies, please visit my blog. I'm going to have all these pictures of all these projects along with all the products I used and the colors I used. So please check out my blog at thecreativitykave.com, and the post is from September 11th, 2015. Have an awesome weekend, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.